Hello everybody, we're back with more Repentance. It's been a couple days since I've recorded. I don't want to do this. I gotta do them sometime. I don't like... I have tried to record Bloody Mary so many times. And like, I'm never happy with it. Like, I genuinely, strongly dislike this challenge. Like, I wouldn't say it's one of the hardest challenges, but it's probably one of my least favorite challenges in the game. Because essentially you're starting each and every floor one hit away from death. You get no item rooms. And it's just not... Do you get item rooms? I don't know. But I just don't find it very fun. Oh, you better drop me a bomb. For the love of God, you better... That was bad. I don't care, but you better... Okay. So much has happened in my life since last time I've recorded. Like, for example, I may or may not have kind of maybe dropped out of college. Well, that's unfair to say. I did not drop out of college. I just realized that there were some mistakes going on with the college that I was at. Oh, come on. I'm not even gonna be able to keep this. So I'm not able to stay at the college that I was currently going to because it didn't have my degree. And like, there's a lot of like more details to this, but I'm going back to my old college. But I do think I have found like a really good plan that I'm gonna be looking into, and hopefully I can be done with school in these next few upcoming years. And I can't wait to be done with school because I've never enjoyed school. Like, I hated high school, and although college so far was a better experience, it wasn't better by very much. And I felt no motivation to continue going to college. But now that I have this new plan, that may change, or like my motivation may change, I should say. Probably should have waited to pick up this heart after. So yeah, I'm hoping that these next... Oh god. Oh. I'm hoping that these next few months I'll be able to get my excitement for my future back, because like I've been going through a lot when it comes to like COVID and mental health and stuff like that. I'm gonna wait till I'm excited starts. But like, speaking of, I'm excited. Like, I want to be excited. This is gonna sound really sad when I really don't mean it this way, but I want to be excited for life again. And I know it sounds awful the way I'm describing it, but and don't misinterpret what I'm saying when I say like I'm not saying that there's nothing in my life that I find exciting enough that's worth living for. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. I'm saying it's more like I'm just going through the motions. Nothing makes me excited anymore. Like, I don't like school. I'm really enjoying my job, but if I have to go from, oh god, from working full-time to working part-time, then that will, okay, good, thank god. Then that wouldn't make me too happy. So I'm hoping once this phase of my life is over, like the school phase, I can actually start living like on my own for once, living my own life, and I'm hoping that will be more exciting. Because, like, I'm just thinking about my life so far. I went to high school, I graduated high school, I went to community college, and crap, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Okay. So I went to community college and I worked at a Culver's while I was in community college from near the start of my senior year of high school to I quit Culver's summer of 2019. And, like, honestly, I can make a video talking about my experiences at Culver's, which I might actually, like, turn that into an Isaac episode, because I have stories for days. Like, I've met some truly great people at Culver's, but I also met some, like, absolutely horrid people as well. And out of all the people at Culver's, I still keep in regular touch with literally only one person that I used to work with. Like, I'll occasionally get a text from other of my coworkers I used to work with, but I don't see them anymore. I mean, I see them on social media, and they all looked a lot happier than they did. Come on, positive pill? Okay. They look a lot happier now than when they were while we were working together, and I'm really happy for them. Just like I'm a lot happier now working at the job I currently have than when I was working at Culver's or when I was in high school, because honestly, high school was miserable for me. I'm not gonna hide the fact that I think that, like, my high school experience was absolutely miserable. Speaking of absolutely miserable, what about this challenge, huh? I'm fearing for my life. I'm one hit. Soul Hearts don't even work for me, because I'm playing as Bethany. No, I thought that would work. A lucky penny in there? Nope. Oh, come on. Yeah, I screwed up there. And also, like, I don't want to make it out like working at the Culver's I worked at was Like, the Culvers itself was a terrible place to be at, and the people that ran the place were, like, the managers there were incompetent and really terrible people. That's not what I'm saying. That's all true, but I'm not trying to say that. Yeah, there's nothing. I hate this challenge so much. There is... I was going through a dark period of my life while I was working. Like there was this several year period, a part of my life where I felt miserable and depressed, and things were not looking very good. Yeah, things weren't looking very good for me, like, emotionally and stuff. And this period lasted from my sophomore year of high school, which was, let's say September of 2015, all the way to my, when I started working at my new job, which is August of 2020. So that whole period there, like almost 5 years, like I was not in a good spot. And I'm not trying to say like that entire time I was completely miserable, because there was like some periods of time in that time where some of my most cherished memories ever. Like, for example, some highlights were the summer of 2017, like when Zombie Chronicles came out. And that whole fun summer. My senior year of high school, I wouldn't go as far as say that it was good, but it was definitely better than the rest of high school. And also, probably January. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I got thrown off there. I'm like, why did I take damage? Duh. Yeah, and another highlight of that period for me was from the very start of 2019 to the start of summer 2019. But then, like, I just had some low periods as well. Like, 2016 was a low period. Or, like, from 2015 to mid-2017. Or not mid-2017. Probably from the start of my sophomore year of high school to the release of Chronicles was one low period. And then I think the worst of all was from right before I quit Culver's till very shortly after I got my new job that I have right now. Like, honestly, getting that new job, the job that I have right now, it helped me so much in my mental health, and I'm in a much better place now than I was several years ago. And unlike Culver's, where I had a lot of problems with a lot of people working there, like, I love everyone that works there. Like, I don't know if any of my coworkers happen to be watching this, but you guys have honestly made this time of me working here amazing. And I have all you to thank. Yes, even you, Ben. But yeah, this is probably, this part of my life is probably like from August 2020 till right now and still going. This is like another big highlight of my life. Even though like I'm going through a lot of troubles, especially with school and stuff and that whole fiasco. Like I still think that there is a lot of stuff going on in my life right now that's worth celebrating, worth being happy for. And that's not really something I could say back in high school. Yeah, I'm sorry if this episode got depressing and kind of real, but I'm just having one of those days where I just need to vent about some stuff. And it's funny, like I originally saw this series like before I started recording Isaac, before Repentance even came out. I saw the series as a way for me to talk about my life, almost like a pseudo podcast, and up until now it really hasn't been that way. But like I'm really enjoying talking about what's going on in my life right now, talking about my past, talking about some pretty personal stuff like some of the low points in my life, but also some of the high points as well. Oh. Okay, dang it! Oh no, I wanted that angel deal. Crud. Bambino. Boo. Crap. Kidding me? Dude, Bambino kind of sucks. So honestly, let's just continue talking. Like, I guess I could talk about Culver's a bit. Like, I worked, like, what? Crap. So first of all, if you don't know what Culver's is, it's a fast food a fast food restaurant chain, I meant to say, that's really famous for their burgers and their custard, their frozen custard, like ice cream and stuff. And like, honestly, their food is phenomenal. And a big perk of working at Culver's was you got discount food, even though me working at Culver's caused me to gain over 50 pounds that I'm still trying to recover from. So yeah, hooray. But yeah, I started working there when I was 17, near the start of my senior year of high school. Just earned some money. I think I actually lost more money than I gained over time, just because their food was so expensive and I got paid minimum wage for the vast majority of my time there. But honestly, there was like a lot that I liked about working at Culver's. Like, I thought that oh my gosh, my coworkers there, like my coworkers that I met at Culver's were probably like they were amazing. Like I had like I didn't really have like a friend group at all, but like I was just friendly to everyone, and most of the time people were friendly back with me. And even if I wasn't friends, like necessarily like friends with people, like we were still on good terms. Like I think there was like only like one employee, non-manager, that I was not on good terms with, and I had reasons, but I'm not gonna share those. But yeah, the people there that I worked with at Culver's were a big highlight. But, I want to be careful about what I say in these videos. Because I don't want to say anything that I'm going to regret. Even though I already said something about the managers being pretty incompetent, but... let's just say it. I did not have the best relationship with most of the managers there. Like, there were some managers that were downright awful to me. Like, the two of them come into mind. Like, one of those managers ruined, or I wouldn't say, well, yeah, ruined. Like, one of the managers ruined my work experience at Culver's, and the other manager simultaneously ruined my social experience at Culver's. And it just got to the point where I'm like, I can't work here anymore. I'm miserable. Like I said that a highlight of my life was from start of my senior year till summer of 2019. Well, I quit in the summer of 2019 because the people working there, they made me miserable. Like, and I don't think it's fair to say that all of the managers made me miserable, because there were a few managers that were, like, genuinely great. Like, there were, like, I don't want to name any of the managers, or really any of the people that, my coworkers, just because I don't want someone to find out, like, where exactly I worked. But, like, there was this specific manager that actually, like, she was the only manager there that treated me like a friend, like a genuine person, and not just someone who just worked there. Like, she would always ask me how I'm doing. I could talk to her about personal stuff. Like I even hung out with her outside of work a lot, and I will never forget how she tried to make my experience working at the Culvers a good one, and I can't thank her enough for it. What else? Oh my gosh. Like, I have had some weird customers come in. Yeah, I'm telling customer stories now. So, my job at the Culvers, I did a lot of things. Well, when I first started off at Culver's, I worked in the kitchen because I don't like people. Oh, thank God, gay poop. Let's go. It's Pride Month. Let's go. So, they put me in the back for like my first 2 or 3 months working there. And then one day we got really busy, so they requested for me to work out in the front and help run food out, be on register, stuff like that. So I did it that one day, and I never went back to the kitchen. Because for one, let's be honest, I sucked at the kitchen. And two, they thought I was exceptional. Like, is exceptional the right word? I did a really good job working out front. So I was there permanently. But after a while, I was put on hospitality, which was essentially me going out in the dining area, talking to the customers, see how they're doing, if they need anything, cleaning tables, doing laundry, like cleaning the aprons and stuff. And I was one of the 3 or 4 people at that specific Culver's that could do that job. And that made me feel special, and I had a lot of fun doing it, but holy crap, that exposed me to some really weird people. So, I like to keep my channel, or at least these videos, fairly PG. Like, I don't, like, if you watch any of my videos or streams, I don't swear, I don't talk inappropriately. But this single story is going to be the only exception, so if you're young, you might not want to be hearing this. So, but it's a story that's too good for me not to tell. So, it was a summer day, and I was working on hospitality, so I'm cleaning stuff up, and I get approached by one of my managers. Like he was a fairly nice guy, and he was giving me some pointers of how to improve, and he noticed that I wasn't really talking to the customers all that much because, you know, I'm really antisocial and all that. So he's like, hey, you should talk to the customers some more. I'm like, okay, I'll try that. I'll do it. Because, like, the way he phrased it, like, genuinely made me want to try doing that. Like I'm always a person who wants to find something that I can improve on. Like I'm constantly asking my boss, like, whether it was from Culver's or my job that I'm working now, I'm always asking, how can I improve? How can I do better? What am I doing good on, and what do I need to work on? And so I was happy to hear that, hey, I need to work on talking to the customers more, because that's something that I can improve on and hopefully be seen as a better employee. Like, improve myself. Except I'm not very social, so really approaching random strangers was kind of scary to me at the time. So we weren't really that busy, so I was walking around and I see some people outside, like eating on the patio that we have, because we have like tables and chairs outside for people to eat, because this was during the summer. Oh god, the pile, hold on. I gotta focus here. No, I'll continue my story in a minute. Crap. Okay, screw this, boss. Still, jeez, okay. Okay, so yeah, I look outside, and there's this young couple sitting outside. Like, when I say young couple, I mean, like, either late teens or early 20s. Like, probably around my age right now. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to go out there. I'm gonna make the first move. I'm gonna talk to them and be like, hey, how's it going? How's your food tasting? Is there anything else I can get you? Like questions like that. So I go outside, and it's this guy and his girlfriend eating. Like I said, they're fairly young, like early 20s. So I'm like, hi, how's everything going? And they're like all friendly at first. I'm like, they're like, oh, everything's going great. And I'm like, good, I'm glad to hear that. Is there anything else I can get you? Because they're outside, I was heading inside. So I'm like, hey, is there anything that I can bring you? And no joke, kids who might want to plug your ears, like, this doesn't make sense even to this day. The kid, or not the kid, but the man looks at me. I'm 18 at the time. 18 or 19. Yeah, I was 18 at the time. This kid looks at me in front of his girlfriend, looks me in the eyes and said, I don't even know what this means, but he's like, yeah, can you bring out a 6-pack of blowjobs and give me 3 of them? And like, and like, he meant it, and he didn't mean it, but like he just said it in front of his girlfriend. So I'm like, so I kind of like laugh, like a fake laugh, and I go inside and I go back to the manager. I'm like, yeah, I'm not talking to people again. But yeah, luckily he was not the only customer that was inappropriate to me, but he was the only sober customer that was inappropriate to me, let's say. Because we've had quite a few people come in drunk. Like, we've had fights start. What does the magician do? I'm looking this. My phone's on 2%. I better... Isaac, Cards and Runes. Please, hurry. Hurry before my phone dies. Grant. Okay, so it's the soul, but better. Yeah, I'll hold on. So yeah, drunk people would often come. It's usually in the mornings when like the drunk people come in. Oh my gosh, like I have a story to tell about drunk people. Well, first of all, like there was a drunk person who told me a pretty homophobic joke, which I'm not going to say on here, but that's one story. So, but then, oh my gosh, this was awful. So, these two guys, they come in. They're drunk and they sit in one of the booths. And they eat. They're like really drunk. Like, I want to make this clear. They ate a lot of food, and then after a while, they asked, where are the bathrooms? So, I think he asked me, or it might have been someone else where the bathrooms were, but all I know is that he asked where the bathrooms were. They both went to the bathrooms. Then after they went to the bathrooms, they left. And in a few minutes after they left, we look by the booths of where they were sitting. In the booth that they were sitting on, there was diarrhea everywhere. Like, it stunk in the restaurant for like an hour until one of the managers physically picked up the booth, took it to the back so that they can clean it and disinfect it. That's probably one of my favorite stories to tell because it's so absurd. Like, they ask where the bathrooms are and then proceed to diarrhea all over the seats. Another story. Oh god, I'm dead right here. Oh, screw it. I was gonna save this for It Lives, but I almost just ran right into that. Okay. I kinda gotta be careful right here. I'm fine. I'll try to stay alive. I'll try to get more HP while I think of another story from Culver's stew. Like, oh, it lasts for the floor? Okay. Oh, and it even pushes them away. Holy crap, okay. Or is it, or it might even be like time-based. I think I might remember it saying that last for a minute. Yep, it's over. I mean, there were... I do remember often, like, I would work at the Culvers, like, on weekdays. I would work in the evenings because I had school and stuff. But I would often work Saturday mornings. And, like, we open at 10 and I would arrive at 11. So the employees would help set up everything. And this happened twice, by the way. Like, I got there, I'm walking around making sure everything's good. And we have, like, iced tea machines where we physically have to carry the machine to the brewer and brew iced tea directly into the machine. The thing is, that same machine, or like we would put the iced tea packets into the machine and then it would brew the iced tea. Thing is, we use that, or like, I'm trying to remember this right. Like, we use the iced tea machine only for the iced tea, but right next to the iced tea packs, like the same size and everything, but right next to them were the coffee packs. So, at least two mornings, like, I had a customer approach me and be like, hey, I'm just letting you know, I'm not upset or anything, but your iced tea tastes like coffee. And I would look inside the iced tea machine and notice that there weren't any bubbles or like foam that comes out shortly after you make the iced tea. And I'm like, yeah, this is coffee. So I would have to bring it back into the kitchen, dump it out, rinse out the machine. I'll be like, guys, you gotta make sure you're actually putting iced tea in the iced tea machines and not coffee. Hopefully this guy pays up with an HP upgrade. Oh, perfect. Oh, okay. I can play both these guys. Oh! More HP? I would actually probably play the blood banks if it wasn't for the Curse of the Unknown. Nah. What other stories? No! Okay, I'll wait for it to... Yep, I'll just wait. Or I'll go up here. So... I want to try to tell stories about customers, because I think I'll be less likely to get in trouble that way. I mean, honestly, what were they gonna do? Fire me? But I recall there were several customers who would come in, like these people were, like, these men were in their, like, late 50s, early 60s, and they would constantly, like, make sexual advances on quite a few of the underage employees working there. Why are there more than 4? Okay. But yeah. I remember this one customer, like, that would usually come through the drive-thru, like, when I first started working there, and, like, a female manager approached me. Can I stop getting grabbed by those? Yeah, a female manager approached me and was like, because, like, there are a lot of women working on that shift, that specific day. and they're like, hey Landon, there's a guy in the drive-thru, and whenever he comes through the drive-thru and a female takes out his order, or I guess people don't like it when I call women females, so whenever a woman takes his order out, he will often, like, hit on her and, like, make weird sexual advances towards him. So whenever he would come through the drive-thru, I would take out his order and he would seem very disappointed. But hey, like, honestly, those kinds of customers were the only customers I was okay with disappointing. And I also want to make this clear, like, the customers that would come in and make these advances on the employees, like, it's not the Culver's fault. Like I don't want people to be like, oh, that's Culver's is really nasty because a lot of perverts come in. Like, it's not the Culver's fault. It's the people's fault that come to the Culver's for being such gross people. Okay. Full health. Perks. Crap. This is gonna be rough unless I find a secret room somewhere. Nope. What are the odds that there's a secret room right here adjacent to my cursor room? Could it be here? Yeah, I can never remember where the door is there. But yeah, I think, like, my overall experience working at Culver's was overall positive, but there, like, I'm glad I went through the experience of work. I feel like that everyone, at least at one point in their life, should work at a restaurant or customer service, just so they know what it's like, have the life experience. Like, I truly think that's good for everyone to have that experience in their life. And I'm really glad I went through that. Oh my gosh, I don't know how much HP I have, and it's making me kind of nervous. Crap. I don't even know which way she wants me to turn. God. Brim. What? Yeah, I ran right into that. Yeah, screw Bloody Mary. Crap. I don't know. I don't know what to do for Bloody Mary. I'll try it again later. Or I might even do on stream. I don't like doing these challenges on stream. But just for the sake of moving things along, I might just do Bloody Mary on stream. So yeah, thanks for watching. So yeah, just to finish off my thoughts, I learned a lot from working at that Culver's, and even though it wasn't all perfect, or there were some people that I worked with that were pretty bad, or some customers that weren't always the best people, I'm glad I went through that experience. I worked at that Culver's from like September 2017 till August 2019, so two years there. Pretty good experience. I'm glad I went through it. So yeah, I have a lot more Culver stories. I don't think I'll save them for another video. I don't want to do Bloody Mary again. So yeah, thanks for watching. Means a lot to me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments. Do you like hearing me talk about my life and my life experiences, because I really did enjoy talking about my life this episode. And I'm interested to see what you guys think. So yeah. Oh yeah, and if anyone from Culver's, the Culver side I used to work at, is somehow watching this, I'm sorry. I don't care. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.